Hey, what's going on, folks? It's Larry of Pack Masters Dog Training. This is geared towards dog trainers, the professional dog trainers out there, all right? How can we get everlasting results from the dogs we work with and the clients we work with? It's real important. You know, when you think about it, that's it. That's our bread and butter. How do we get those everlasting results? I put out a video yesterday about the functions of the e-collar, how to turn it on, how to set it up, all that stuff. Very dry and boring stuff. But the reason I did that for my clients. You know, I am going to send that video to every client that I work with when they sign up to work with me. And here's why I do that. Over the years, 20-something years of training dogs, I've changed my programs and the way I do things so many times, so many times. And every time I make a change, I do so to try to make it better and more convenient and easier for myself, the dog, and the owner. It's important. Okay, we have to keep it simple for the owner. What are they going to be able to follow through with? It's very, very simple. How do we get the owners to think like a dog trainer and not a dog owner? If you can accomplish that, really great things happen. Really great things happen. So, and I know a lot of you can relate to this. Sometimes it could be difficult when an owner comes to pick up their dog from a board and train, or you're doing that first private lesson. We have to spend so much time talking and working with the owners to try to translate what we're doing and how they can continue. It's tough. It takes a lot of time. So what I started doing a while back, what I have found tremendous success with, is now I provide a ton of information up front before they come to pick up the dog, okay? So you saw several years ago I made a video with my little girl, how I demonstrate the e-collar use with clients. I've been doing that for always, basically, at least for many years. Very, very effective, Now I send the video of how to set up the e-collar. That helps. But I also provide a ton of information before they get here. Training tips, specific tips for their dog, what to expect. I want them to understand what markers are, how we use markers, how we use leash pressure, how we use the e-collar, how we create the behavior inside the home. I want them to have some kind of a concept before they get here. And I tell you guys, once I started doing that, it was a game changer, because you spend a lot more time focusing on working with the dog when they get here than going over all these things that we have to. Again, so I want them to start to think like a dog trainer. The beautiful thing about dogs, guys, is the second we change, they change, all right? Your dog's going to work for me. It's going to perform for me. It's going to look good for me, and it's not going to take that long. It should. I'm a dog trainer, and it should for you too. But how do we translate that to the owners? That's the great thing about dogs. The second we make changes, they change. It doesn't take time. They change instantly. Now, I'm not talking about if your dog has, serious behavioral issues. Your dog wants to maul everybody it sees. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the day-to-day routine and the things that your dog is used to doing and not doing. That crap changes instantly, guys, the second we make that change. So, one of the best things I've ever done, again, provide as much information as you can before you get your hands on the owner to work with the dog at pickup or that first lesson. The more they know, the more they understand up front, the better it's going to be. It's kind of like I talk about with the dog training tools on the dogs. Dog training tools are much more effective when you put them on the back end when the dog already knows a lot. Tremendous effect. You get the best out of the tool and you get to use it how it's meant to be. Kind of the same thing with the owners. When they come here with a little bit of knowledge of what you're talking about, you won't believe how much more productive those first lessons are, or that pickup at the board and train when you got to do a lot of work with them. All right, so really helpful. It's helped me a ton over the years. It's made a tremendous difference because, let's face it, the client's dog is my best advertisement. That's it. All right, without that success of the client, it's useless. If you want those everlasting results, you have to get through to the client. And basically, a lot of that is just getting them to change the way they think. Don't think like a dog owner, think like a dog trainer. Because let's be honest, the average dog owner knows very little about dogs, and most people do everything wrong. Not because they're bad people, they just don't understand. They don't understand the concept of how dogs think. So if we can get that across to them, you're going to have a lot more success. All right, folks? And when I do something that works for me, that has been very beneficial, I share it. Period. I'm going to share it with everyone because I want every dog trainer on the planet to have success. I really do. I don't want anyone to struggle. I want everyone to have success. And let's build this industry up to where all the naysayers and the people that go against us, they just don't stand a chance. All right, you pull together, you make for a real strong. I don't even know what the word I'm looking for, but we got to have that one thing that keeps us all on the same page. Doesn't mean you have to agree with every dog trainer out there does. You just got to try to help each other out. And so if you got good information, you share it. Give it a shot. Get that information out to the owners before that first lesson, and it's going to help you. I promise. Peace.